Safety and Transportation Committee meeting to order. Be looking for a motion to approve today's agenda. Moved by Walls, supported by Williams. Any additions, deletions? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, passes unanimously. Takes us to item 3, the first opportunity for public comment. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Last opportunity for public comment. Seeing none, public comments closed. Takes us to item 4A, approval of last committee meeting minutes. Be looking for a motion to approve. Moved by Bear, supported by Walls. Any changes, additions, deletions? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, passes unanimously. We'll come back to the sheriff's item because I think he might have got caught up in traffic. And we'll move to item C, District Court Semi-Annual Report. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning, Commissioners. There we go. Good morning. I assume you have my submitted reports in front of you. We are doing better in revenue this year, and we are under expenses. So good things with that. I think that part of it has to do with we're running about 12% above last year's caseload, and of that, 35% above in traffic tickets. So that has a lot of direct correspondence as well. We continue to have high traffic at the end of August because you'll always have a month before by the time, because I don't have the new report by the time I need to submit to you. But at the end of August, we had over 75,000 people enter into the courthouse throughout the year. You can see we get a lot of lighter vapes. And so most recently we were, because it's kind of newer for us, a lot of times people were just throwing their vapes into the trash, and then somebody would come in, because you're not allowed to have liquids in the courthouse, they would come in and just throw their coffee into there as well. Well, water and lithium do not mix well. So we have a separate container now for vapes that, Sheriff Schutte brought that to our attention, and we got that taken care of both here and FOC rather quickly. In our pre-sentence reports, we are running steady. Again, some of this is the difference. We are down to 3 probation officers that this compared to previous years where we've had 4. And our GPS and Scram. The GPS tether is not used a lot. It's rather expensive, and most of the time for district court, it's alcohol related. So the GPS tether will be used if there are issues where there may be a protected person, maybe in a domestic violence or a serious charge like that, that is required for GPS so that we know where this person is. That oftentimes is paid for by the individual and not covered by the court with then reimbursement of that. So that's why GPS tethers are just not used a lot in district court. The Scram, that's alcohol monitoring, and so we're running steady with that. I do want to do a quick update. Mental health, we officially, the beginning of August, got that taking clients, taking probation in that. So we have 1 felony person that's been accepted into it, 1 misdemeanor. We've been working well with Lifeways and the courts and the prosecutor and the public defender's office to identify appropriate cases. The anticipation is upwards to 20 to 30 by the end of next fiscal year, which is the end of September of next year. Are there any questions?
Committee members, any questions? Seeing none, I look for a motion to receive the report. Moved by Bear, supported by Williams. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passed unanimously.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. And next is Charles from Circuit Family Probate Court, semi-annual statistics.
Good morning, everyone. I say everybody made it through the fog this morning. It was pretty foggy down by me. Well, I'll answer any questions on caseloads. Our caseloads are pretty consistent with last year, just slightly above totals. And I wanted to pick up on one thing that Jeremy stated, that the number of people coming into the courthouse. We've had a busy last 3 or 4 weeks because we've had 3 or 4 capital murder trials back to back, which increases the amount of foot traffic. We've had some interesting ones that if Sheriff was here, I would want to thank him and his crew, because we needed some additional security in the courtrooms, because it was, a couple of them were gang related, and I always refer to them as the Hatfields and McCoys, and they kind of line up in each side of the hallway in the courtroom, and it gets a little contentious, so to speak. We're busy with the end of the last fiscal year, the beginning of this fiscal year, with final reporting on our grants and things like that. Community corrections and adult treatment court are busy. They never seem to have a need for people waiting on lists. A lot of activity still is surrounding our juvenile justice system changes, and from a year ago, and the child care fund and other related components are, we're still tweaking things and kind of re-engineering a few things. But with all that said, I'll entertain any questions.
Committee members, any questions? Commissioner Bear?
Thank you.
Good morning, sir.
When you have these capital murder trials and you've got family members of the defendant on one side and family members of the accused on the other side, that seems such a volatile situation. Do you have additional security in that corridor at that time?
Well, we work with, we tend to know the prosecutor's office and victims' rights, and we all work together. But the sheriff's department, we will also bring in some of our casual court officers to help just be in the courtroom and just have a presence there. Occasionally, we'll get called up from juvenile probation, because they're also deputized and carry tasers. So we will deploy them to courtrooms too, as needed. Because occasionally, even not a capital trial, you can have a very contentious personal protection order hearing where, a judge feels, that there's going to be commotion because each side has brought in a number of witnesses, and those get pretty violent sometimes.
Okay, thank you for that
Sure.
information.
Yes, sir.
Charles, I'm looking at your report here, and,
Yeah.
I'm not privy to all the information that you are, but just looking at it from a percentage standpoint, it looks like our revenue's down substantially in most categories. Is there a specific reason for that?
Well, we can't collect any more on juvenile cases effective September 30th of last year. So that has an impact on it. The court costs are always hit and miss. you know, you make attempts to collect as you can, but normally when they come in, because we still have restitution gets paid first, and so does the state mandated costs. So by the time you get down to $100 payment, you might only have $30 going toward fines and costs. But
Okay, it's just something I noticed. I see like
yeah,
for what we're budgeting for, sometimes we're not even hitting half of that goal.
right.
Okay. Committee members, any other questions? Seeing none, I'll be looking for a motion to receive the report. Moved by Bear, supported by Williams. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, passes unanimously. Thank you, Charles. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Takes us to Airport MDOT Sponsor Agreement number 2025-0757. Good morning, Juan.
Morning, Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. This is a contract between the state and the county for the improvements, modifications, and rehabilitation of the terminal building. This project was first approved by the county on the April 15th meeting, and this is the share of the $2 million project. The actual contract is for $2,105,265, which includes $52,634 local share and $52,634 of the state share. And this is a project that the county approved additional funds to proceed forward with this project. So I'm here requesting approval of this particular contract.
First, committee members, are there any questions? If not, due to the county contribution being under $75,000, this is an action item today. It's not getting forwarded to the full board, just so that you're all aware. So I'd be looking for a motion of approval. Moved by Bear, supported by Williams. Any discussion? Seeing none, I would ask if you could post the vote. If not, you can do roll call, whichever's easier. Okay. Got everybody?
Motion passes
Unanimously?
unanimously.
Okay. Thank you, Juan. Have a great day.
Thank you, Chairman Kennedy.
Yes? Okay. All right. Takes us to Jackson County Department of Transportation, MDOT contract 25-547A, Bridge PM. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning. All right, so this is a MDOT contract. We received grant funding to do preventive maintenance fixes to 5 of our bridges. The 5 bridges are listed there, and the HMA bridges will be milled and resurfaced. The concrete bridges will be patched and then have a treatment put over the concrete. And in addition, the Parnell Road Bridge will have guardrail replaced.
Committee members, any questions? If not, I'd be looking for a motion to forward to the full board with recommendation of approval. Moved by Bear, supported by Walls. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, passes unanimously. Takes us to item G, mineral aggregate.
So this is our normal annual bid that we put out for gravel for doing road projects. We put it out to bid and we had 6 vendors respond. We're asking the board to approve all 6 so that we can award per project depending on the location and the type of material we're using. The 6 vendors are listed in the document. Items 2C has all 6 of them. Stoneco, Lester Brothers, Carr Brothers, Fisher Transport, Midwestern Materials, and Yellow Rose Transport.
Sorry, we're having a little technical difficulties
oh.
up here.
Let me slow down.
No, she's good. Is there any questions? Seeing none, be looking for a motion to forward this to the full board with recommendation of approval. Moved by Bear. Supported by Walls. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you could post that vote.
It's a Monday.
Passes unanimously. And that'll take us to your monthly report.
All right, so our monthly report, we have our grant projects first. The Mike Levine Trail is our first slide there. We have the signal and the 3-lane section open for traffic. We know that we have a lot of concerns on that project. We're hoping that over the next week, those concerns will slowly go away as traffic gets used to it. That's that. Forest account work, we have completed that project. The chip seal is complete and Detman Road has been paved. Our next site is our Sutton Wildwood, which the paving is completed on that. Moscow Road paving was a 10-mile section that Lakeland Asphalt paved and has completed, and the shoulder work's complete out there. Our Mumble Strip project is almost complete. We just have to get them on the Moscow Road portion that we just paved. We do have our safety project announcement in there. You can see the projects that we were awarded for 27. So the top portion is signing. The horizontal curve signs will be completing the county with the horizontal curve signs. We've slowly been picking away at them with submittals. And then the bottom section, the 3, those are tree removals. So we got a large portion of money to do tree removals on Pulaski County Farm and Mount Hope Road. And then we go to our local projects. Blackman is complete, except the only outlying road is O'Neill, which we are coordinating with MDOT with their bridge project to when we can start that. I think concrete work has started or will be starting soon. Yeah, they're not paying attention to me. If it hasn't, they're getting people out there. Is concrete started on O'Neill? Sorry. They're doing saw cutting right now. Saw cutting. So yeah, we've started out there. The Columbia SAD is in progress. And we've got some pictures of multiple projects for the local work that's going on. And then we get to our maintenance, and I'm very excited to be on that maintenance slide, the first one with our QLARTs, because I think it's the first time ever that I've presented the end of a month numbers, and we have 0 open potholes for QLARTs. So our crews worked very hard to get caught up on them over the last couple of weeks. And at the time when I ran this report for the end of the month, there was 0 open. But the next slide shows you that we were busy working, filling potholes, because we had almost 530 tons of asphalt put into potholes for the month of September. We're creeping up. We're almost at 3,000 tons, which is a lot of asphalt that we're throwing in holes. Then we get to our permits. She had 49 oversize, 114 right-of-way, and 47 inspections she did in the month of August. Oh, that's September. I forgot to change that, sorry. Those are September numbers.
Time for questions? Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Chairman Shotwell, then we'll come to you, Commissioner Bear.
Angie,
Yes.
it has been discussed many times, and I would appreciate an answer from your department on this, that money spent on tree removal or money spent on lining or money spent on other safety projects should be used directly to repair roads. Can you, as a department head, reallocate that funding away from the projects? I think I know this answer, away from the projects and that type of stuff and use it to repair roads? Please answer.
No, if you're specifically talking about our safety grants that we get through the state, like that slide that I presented that has the award notice, all of that money has to go specifically to those grant projects that were awarded. We cannot divert it to other things.
If we don't use it on that, we have to return it, correct?
Correct. Well, we don't get it. So if we don't turn in a project with that scope, then we will never get that money.
So in effect, we have to do the project, show that we've done it as proof, and submit the bill to be reimbursed. Is that correct?
Not to confuse things even more, but those are direct, we're passed through. So we never put money, we never pay for that project. We only pay our match. So MDOT oversees the project. When we do contractor estimates, MDOT pays the contractor, and then they bill us our 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever our match is. So we only pay the JCDOT portion of that project. But yes, it's got to be complete for that money to be paid. And it can only go to that.
That's where I was trying to get to. I knew that answer, but as you
Yes.
know, we hear that regularly, and I wanted the Board of Commissioners to be fully aware that money is allocated directly to projects, not to us to be circumvented, to be used on other items.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yep. Commissioner Bear.
Thank you. Angie, the existing gravel pits owned by the county or by JCDOT, are we still removing aggregate from those pits and using it?
Yes, we have aggregate in some pits, but gravel pits only have a certain type of material in them. So this bid that's on here is for multiple different types. So like our Durapatch stone, 22A. I think currently we have some 23A mined. So for re-graveling roads, we have material in our pit to be able to do that. Is that what you were wondering, why we're paying, we'd had a bid
Yes.
for gravel? Yeah. So that bid covers all aggregate we use. If we don't have enough processed for some reason, then we can buy off that, but we'll use our material first.
Thank you.
Commissioner Snell.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Angela, last week I sent you an email. I haven't received a response. If you'd like to send me a response, or if you'd like to discuss it now, that's fine with me, but I'm happy to wait for a response.
Yeah, so I actually talked to Mike Friday morning about one of the questions, because I was not, and Commissioner Shotwell, I think, was there. The snowplow one, I wasn't sure what you were asking about snowplowing, because as a road agency, snowplowing traditionally wouldn't change. So I can talk to you after and then get you a written response, because I think you have a lot of people on there, so they all have their response.
Yeah,
Yep.
thanks.
Uh-huh.
I just have two questions. They're kind of tied together. Obviously, you touched on it at the very beginning of the meeting. I've got lit up on, it's not my district, but I've got emailed on it. Are we done doing road diets? Please tell me that JCDOT doesn't have any more planned.
Sure, yes, we don't.
Okay.
At this time, we don't have funding for any.
Oh, yeah, good. The other thing is, there's confusion in my district, so I reached out to one of my township boards about their feelings on the proposed one, not from you guys, but from MDOT on the Michigan Ave. Now, they've been told that the Leone Township portion of Michigan Ave would not be affected. Is that your understanding of it?
It is my understanding of it.
Okay, that answers both my questions. Thank you very much. Any other questions? If not, I'd be looking for a motion to receive the report. Moved by Bear. Supported by Williams. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passed unanimously. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. What should we do with the sheriff since it's a request?
Sorry.
Yes.
If you'd like to forward it with no approval to the full board and have the full board take action Tuesday night, and then he can present it to everyone.
Okay, so what we're talking about, committee members, is item B, the sheriff purchase of new equipment. I think it's important, but also I don't think any of us would be real comfortable without a member here going over it. So what I'd like to do is forward it to the full board so we can take action on Tuesday night and with no recommendation, and the sheriff can then present his proposition then. Is that okay? Okay, then I'd be looking for a motion to do such. Moved by Bear, supported by Williams. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passes unanimously. Takes us to item 5A. I'd be looking for a motion to pay the bills. Motion to pay the claims by Commissioner Williams. Support by Commissioner Walls. All in favor, say aye. All opposed, passes unanimously. Takes us to other minutes. There are none. Takes us to item C, reporting schedule. In November, so far, we have the public defender and 911 scheduled to appear. Takes us to item 6A, the second opportunity for public comment. Public comment guidelines are each individual will state their name and have 2 minutes to address the board. You may only address the board once under this public comment opportunity, and you may not yield your time to others. Board members will not debate or answer questions at this time.
James Minnick, Columbia Township. I've been out in the community doing a lot of doors and meeting people and events, and I wanted to let MDOT and JDOT know that I have been getting a lot of good feedback about the tree removals and the potholes fillings. People have actually been talking about how quick that it happens after they get their complaint in or express that they have a need for a pothole to be filled. So I think MDOT and JDOT is doing a great job at taking care of our county and our city. So I guess that was it. I just wanted to give a thumbs up to them.
Thank you. Is there any other public comment? Any public comment? Last opportunity for public comment. Seeing none, public comment is now closed. Takes us to item 7A, committee member comments. Are there any committee member comments? Seeing none, committee member comments are closed and meeting is adjourned. And the other